What's up, guys? Nick Rapazzi here. Welcome to the Paradise C6 YouTube channel. So today we're back on the Datsun, and I ran out of gas for the welder, so we're not going to do any welding today, so I'm going to get gas either tomorrow or the day after. But to keep things going on this project, we're going to get the front part of the wide body put on, which is right here, and possibly mock up the front bumper to make sure everything works together and fits correctly. I do got to find the other headlight bucket because the wide body does go into the headlight bucket here. Same thing with the bumper and that like half bumper thing that's up front over there. So once we get everything on, we'll show you, but I'm gonna mock up the wide body and make the line that we need to and get ready to cut this and get that part finished. This way, when I do get gas, we can go back in, finish that side of the floorboard, and then get these frame rails mounted in completely. And one other thing that I want to pick up too is I want to get weld through primer. So for a lot of this area, this stuff is going to get enclosed and you're never going to see it again. So if you don't paint any of this, it's going to rust through, and this will be a whole waste of me changing this. So we're going to clean up the oil because there's like an oil residue on this from when they ship it, just so it doesn't rust during shipping or anything like that. We're going to do some spray through primer and get this new metal put in that we cut out for the rust. I still have to cut a little bit more of the rust out, but for the most part, it's all done. And then we just got to finish welding in all the stitch welding on the floorboard there. And then I also got a sealant to seal everything as well. Basically just like in an OEM car. Here, I'll show you. They do like seam sealer all the way through all the seams and stuff like that so it doesn't rust. So I have a gallon of seam sealer to do every little bit and do it by hand, and I'll show you guys when we're finished with the welding and everything's all set and done. So it's gonna look as OEM as possible and gonna look good as hell. So let's get these wide body fenders on and start cutting. Guys, as you guys saw, I cut off the piece that was in the way because this curves into the inner of the fender and it wasn't letting me bolt up without cutting away some. And I still have to cut away a little bit more because I don't want this part right here to be under this fender part, because when the wheels are on, I'm gonna try and tuck the wheels right under this fender right here, and if you hit bumps or stuff, I don't want this to cut into it. So we will cut probably another 2 inches up just to get that metal out of there, and then prep this so it doesn't rust either. And as you guys saw, I used the self tappers. Again, these aren't gonna stay here, but they're gonna give me my pilot holes for the riv nuts that we're gonna put in here. So this is just temporary, it's just gonna hold it on, just so I can line everything up, make sure everything fits well. And then we'll come in, drill out the holes a little bit bigger, put some riv nuts and some proper hardware for this. And the same thing in the back, we're gonna make these holes just a little bit bigger just so we can get some like final adjustments out of this and make sure that this fits perfect. But even as it sits, without even completely mounting it, it's fitting perfectly. There's nothing sticking out or bent weird or anything. Like even this part right here fit up super, super well. I am gonna have to trim some of this just to get this to tuck up in there a little bit better, because there was like lights here, and I don't think I'm going to use the lights. I think I want to utilize these ducts right here and put the air intakes. So the VQ is gonna sit in right here, and the air intake's gonna be coming in right through here. So I think I might drill something through here to get fresh cold air right in front of the car and keeping it out of the engine bay where it's hot as hell. So we're gonna start on the other side. I'll time lapse this one real quick. It's gonna be the same process. Just gonna mark off like roughly 3 inches all the way up and around, cut that out and bolt up the other fender, and then show you guys the fitment. And then that's basically gonna be it for today. Just a quick video getting things done and just making progress on this since I can't really weld right now. And I wanna get as much done as I can so we can get this ready for paint in the next 2 weeks. So let me get set up and put you guys down and we'll cut up the other fender. All right guys, so we got it on. Everything went well, just like the other side. And again, I'm super surprised because this is a eBay knockoff body kit. The real Rocket Bunny wide body is like, I think it was like $3,100 before it even shipped, and definitely wasn't willing to pay for that. This one, I think I paid like 850 bucks. The only thing that it didn't come with was the wing, which I didn't want the wing. I want to run the 3-piece that comes on the corner and across the middle. So that's the only difference between the two. But otherwise, this thing is fitting up perfectly fine. Don't mind the fender gaps. This thing's just chilling here. And I did throw the hood on just to see what it is gonna look like. I'm not using this hood. We are gonna get a carbon fiber hood. It's just not worth the repair because all the inside of it is all rusted out, just like you can see in that corner. The whole underneath just looks like that, and it's just not worth fixing. It is like 800 bucks for the carbon fiber one, but it's going to be well worth it. We're going to paint it. I'm not going to leave it carbon fiber, but yeah, this thing looks super, super, super good. Again, it's only roughly mounted. There's still a bunch of other stuff that we need to do to fit it better, but we're making progress in getting this thing on, and seeing it like this is motivating me even more to get this thing done. So I hope you guys are enjoying this project. There's still a whole bunch of more stuff to come. Still have to restore the interior because I'm going to use the stock dash. I'm going to fix that and then get this thing ready for paint. So hopefully either tomorrow or the next day we can get some gas and we can get back to welding and fitting everything up and making everything look good again and get this thing done. Because again, I want to keep to the September finish date. So we got about 4 more weeks to get this thing done, and it's just a matter of me doing it. I literally have all the parts except for the transmission to get this thing in. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick uploading and just making progress on this, and hopefully we get more done over the next couple weeks. So if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have any questions whatsoever on anything that we're doing here, just drop a comment in the section below and I'll answer anything that you guys got. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.